Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Patricia Juba here from A Life Worth Living Corp and this podcast. Today we have a very, very special guest. I'm super excited to engage in conversation with Morgan Doherty. Good morning, Morgan.
Good morning, Patricia. Thank you so much for having me this morning.
Yes, I'm super excited. And like I was telling you earlier, I love the smile that you have. You're just a ray of sunshine.
Thank you. It's very easy when I'm in your presence.
All right, look at that. So I like to dive right into the questions so we can learn more about you, who you are. Can you take us back to the beginning? You originally are from, and what inspired you to pursue a career in real estate?
Absolutely. This is a funny story, and I kid you not, I can't make this up. So, to start with where I'm from Rainham. I currently live in Rainham and have pretty much always been in Rainham. When
Okay.
I was in the fourth grade, I was in love with this one week over the summer where my family and I would go down to my great uncle's Cape House every year, usually sometime around August. We'd spend that one week making the best memories, and I really wanted us to have a place of our own. It never felt like that one week was enough. So, as a fourth grader, I went on Zillow and I scoured the internet and I found a few listings available in the Dennis area on the Cape and made a PowerPoint presentation for my parents and said, Mom and Dad, I want you to buy one of these Cape houses. Now pick one. And that
Mhm.
is when I knew that this was the career that I truly was meant for. I then, put the bug in my parents' ear. They didn't bite right then and there, but they did see my vision for a future of a Cape House. I mean, they wanted one too. They put time and energy into searching. We hired a real estate agent. I shadowed
Mhm.
her through the process, and the stars aligned, and we eventually did get
Yeah.
one, which is my happiest place.
That is an awesome story. Thank you for sharing that. From the fourth grade.
From the fourth grade.
Wow.
Then in
See?
eighth grade, we were told to do a school project on a professional. I interviewed a realtor in town and now do business with that realtor, which is so full circle. And 12th grade, too, also interviewed a real estate agent.
Mhm.
Not necessarily do you need to go to college to be a real estate agent, but my parents had the right idea encouraging me to get a college degree. So I studied finance at UMass Amherst. Also, accidentally minored in psychology because I'm just fascinated by people and
Yes,
those classes, and studied abroad in the time there too, which really shaped who I am today.
that is awesome. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
So, my second question is, every journey has its high and lows. What was one pivotal moment that shaped your path and fueled you towards your passion for helping others in real estate?
Yeah, that's a great question. I graduated from UMass, as I had said that I attended, and really felt like I needed a job that was stable at that point in my life.
Mhm.
I had my real estate license already, but I wasn't quite ready to take it full time. So I was working a full time job at an amazing company. They do large scale to mid sized solar projects. I wasn't knocking door to door, but more so managing investors' money, the projects themselves, the purchasers of our power. And I loved the company, I loved the mission, but it wasn't fulfilling me in the need to be interacting with my community, to be meeting new people every single day. And I was trying to do real estate part time. And in doing so, was doing it ineffectively. No one wants a part-time agent. You can't put your all into the process. And I love to, as you know, Patricia, put my heart into
Yes,
the things that I do.
yes, yes.
So I think it was through that experience of feeling caught up between these two worlds. I call it my Hannah Montana moment. I was Miley Cyrus in one area of my life and Hannah Montana
Okay.
the other, like the two
Oh,
lives.
yes, yes.
Yes, and I, through that experience, just was not satisfied with the service I was providing my first client as a realtor. And the agent that I was on the other side of the deal with, he saw me and he said, "Kid, you have what it takes, but you need the right guidance to get you there." And he did actually lay a path for me to arrive at the brokerage I'm at now, Remax, to
Hmm.
land on the team that I am here, the New Gara Realty team, and to start forming these deep connections in the Taunton community that have been able to push my career forward. And I'm so grateful for those people that saw something in me when I didn't even see it in myself at the time.
Yes, it's funny how that happens, right?
It is funny
You
in
know that
so
God
many
is
ways.
on our side.
Yes, yes. Good things happen to good people.
Amen. Amen. So here's my third question. Many people see success but rarely understand the backstory. What obstacles did you have to overcome to get to where you are today?
Absolutely. It might be a little cliche, but truthfully, a huge obstacle for me is my age. I feel like it's hard to gain respect sometimes as a woman in general.
Hmm.
It's very easy for us to apologize, to take the pitfall for things, to not accept the success that comes to us, to almost feel like it's luck rather than hard work. Um, and that took a lot of building of my own confidence to
Hmm.
become assertive in that I do know what I'm doing. I'm very capable. I'm very hardworking. I shouldn't feel like things are just falling into my lap. It's because of the efforts that I'm putting in. And I do now understand and appreciate that. And to be quite candid with you too, definitely struggled during COVID with mental health and had a few problems, just personal problems in my life too. A very sudden passing of my grandmother that really just shaped my whole world. And that was a huge burden for me to overcome.
Hmm.
But I wondered at the time why that challenge was presented to me. And I think we all are given challenges for reasons. It's not
That's
just
right.
out of nowhere. And it's really shaped me into who I am today. And I welcome every challenge as just an opportunity to grow. And I know the challenges haven't stopped here, they will keep
Right.
coming.
That's right.
But to take them head on and know that you can overcome.
That's right. And it's important for those who are going to be listening to this podcast to know that, yes, we too do have struggles. Not everything is rosy, but to have the resilience to get through them is a huge lesson.
Certainly. And
Yes,
I see people, I think, see me and think I don't have a problem in the world because that's the demeanor I like to put off. And that's the kind of energy that I want to give off to people. But nothing is perfect. Nobody's
exactly.
perfect.
That's right. That's right. And it's better to be candid and free to say that.
Of course. Yeah. It builds a lot of trust and
Yes,
credibility.
exactly. Exactly. So, as someone who juggles the demands of real estate and life, what's one non negotiable thing you do to take care of yourself and stay grounded? Just one. There may be several,
I'll
but
keep
just
it to
one.
one. I can keep
Yes.
it to one. My yoga practice is a non-negotiable for me. I was a student for a long time. Now I'm a teacher, and it is at least an hour that I cannot check my phone. I am just fully present. I'm not thinking about what I was doing before I started my practice or what I need to do after. And that block of time has improved my body, my mind, my
Hmm.
spirituality, and something I really cherish. It's something my mom instilled in me. She's an instructor too.
Oh, nice. I always wanted to try yoga. but
I
I
think
didn't think I could pant, could bend and or stretch as much as I needed to, but I do. That's one of my goals to try it, at least try it.
yes, it's a very welcoming space, so don't feel intimidated if you ever want to try my class.
Oh, yes. You afterwards will share where that is, when that is. I would love to give it a try.
Thank you.
All right. If you could give one piece of advice to a woman who feels stuck or unsure of her next steps, what would it be based on through your own journey?
Absolutely. I know that everyone has their own unique circumstances, and sometimes you really are stuck in your current situation. But if I can encourage you to follow your gut, your body will know. If you are unaligned with what you're meant to be doing, if you're forcing rather than letting things flow freely, your body will know and you will feel just this pit in your stomach. When you're moving the way that you should, when you're aligned
Mhm.
with the people you should, when you're showing up in this world in the way you're meant to, you'll feel that in your body. So just listen to the signs that are right there with you. Try to stay present and take those signs as truth if you can. Again, everyone's circumstances are very unique. I
Right.
don't want to sound privileged in that, but if you can follow your dreams and what your gut tells you, just do it.
That is awesome. That is awesome advice. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
Morgan, can you share with those who are listening how folks can get in touch with you for your services and get in touch with you to get to know you even better?
Absolutely. I think social media is such a powerful tool. It's a way to get to know someone without actually meeting them firsthand. And I
Mhm.
like to show up online, especially promoting businesses, businesswomen like yourself, Patricia. So I would recommend following my Instagram, Morgan Doherty Realty. I am also on Facebook, Morgan Elizabeth. And if you want to send me an email to have a more in-depth conversation, it's very easy, Morgan Darty Real Estate at gmail.com. Those are all great ways to get in touch with me.
That's awesome. Do you have any other last words to share with our audience?
Last
Anything
word.
else? Yes.
I would say
Anything.
that anyone that's listening to this, that's a follower of you, already has such a great mindset to them. They're probably a lifelong learner. They probably show up boldly or want to show up boldly. And they know who they should surround themselves with amazing, powerful individuals like yourself, Patricia. So I think these women are pretty well guided as is, and just keep following what calls to them.
Amen. Thank you so much. I am super grateful for your time, for your energy, as well as your journey, because I strongly believe that you, as a guest, will empower women to know that they can do this too. If they desire to go along the lines of real estate, you are their perfect example to see.
Thank you. That's very meaningful. I appreciate that a lot. And yeah, anyone with questions, I am an open book. So never be afraid to have a conversation with me.
Amen. Well, we thank you and we are blessed to have you. And anyone else who is looking at this broadcast, and I'm encouraging you to reach out to Morgan, not just for real estate needs, but there's meaningful conversations, as you can tell. And as she said, she is an open book. And if there's anyone out there that would like to come on and be a guest of mine on the podcast, reach out to me at pjuba, that's PJUBA, at alifeworthlivingcorp.org, and I will respond as soon as I can. I look forward to seeing and hearing from you. God bless.